This here, dude, I can't even believe you brought this. This is so bad. Yeah, honestly, I have never had a tougher time deciding whether a build belongs in the PCDC series or the Fix or Flop series. This really needs both. And I'm ashamed to say, this is our new part-time editor's PC. I honestly can't even tell what case this is. Do you know what the name of this case is?
I forgot. I don't know.
It looks like it was shot with something.
I think it's a thermal take.
A thermal take case, okay. Why are you missing fan blades? This is like a, dude, this will send someone to the ER. Anyway, it's also freaking dirty. And so we're gonna need to do a bit of cleaning because we are gonna recycle some of these components. He was begging me for an NZXT H1. He wants the version 2 chassis. And so, for whatever reason, I decided to set aside one for him. Thanks NZXT for sending that out. And we're just gonna transplant this build, clean things up, and call it a day. That's basically the gist of this one. I'm not gonna put it in a dedicated, playlist just because, again, it's kind of a special circumstance. But I still think that the transformation at the end will be worth it, seeing everything play out. We will have to clean some stuff. We're gonna take it out front and blast some stuff with the leaf blower. Does your whole desk like vibrate violently when this system turns on?
Nope.
I don't believe you.
It doesn't.
I kind of want to find out.
Do it.
Okay, we're gonna turn it on first. I think I'm gonna need to call my insurance first, make sure that I have fire protection in case the entire house burns down. How do I turn? Oh, I guess I can push one of these buttons over here. Yeah, the big button.
Yep.
What's that sound?
Power supply, maybe.
The power supply?
I suspect.
You suspect, dude? That grinding noise is not normal.
I don't know, dude.
Is that this fan?
It's not the fan.
You didn't even mount the center fan.
It's not the fan.
It's
great.
Jesus Christ! You didn't even mount this, dude. It's just chilling. Just getting knocked around like that.
That's not the noise, though.
I just lodged a ton of dust into my mouth. That's really gross. Dude, look, it's everywhere. It just exploded. This thing smells awful.
No, it doesn't.
It smells so bad.
No.
Yeah, it's got that musty smell. I know what that smells like. I've been around the block.
Nah, don't do it.
Are you ashamed to be on camera?
No. It's top tier gaming rig right here.
Top tier?
Top tier. Hey, got me the job, so.
Okay, well, this is Jeremy. He's our part-time editor. He has a full-time job, but he does like editing, and he does edit on this thing currently, so that's why it's here. But I just wanted you guys to see his face. I wanted you to know who desecrated this rig. Yeah. I'm being dead serious. I want you guys to blast him in the comment section, please. So now that you've met the person responsible for this monstrosity, I guess we can get to disassembly. And hopefully, when we put it all back together, things will be cleaner and the system will actually work. Because right now, his storage drive is just sitting in here, completely disconnected. And you have a little sticky tape. Is this really your solution? It's just a freaking Velcro sticky tape? I'm surprised it's not like duct tape or something. I mean, that would help blend it in a bit better.
Blend it in?
Yeah. It's got that duct tape vibe. I'm just saying, I'm surprised there's not more duct tape around this. Stick around for the ride. Hey. You've done enough, sir. Would you bring this through airport security?
No.
It looks like a bomb went off next to it, is what it looks like. So we're gonna fix all this in this video, hopefully. Stay with me. To get rid of that annoying Windows activation watermark, head on over to VIP SCD Key and purchase a Windows 10 Pro OEM key for a fraction of the price of retail. Just use a secure payment method like PayPal, enter your product key into your PC settings window, and say bye-bye to the watermark. And be sure to use our offer code SKGS for a sweet discount. So, we've got Jeremy behind the camera, and I'm just gonna apologize in advance for his camera work. It's not gonna be all that fantastic. Okay, could you not give them nausea before we even start? Great. This needs to be disassembled, and I'm not even sure where to start. I guess we can start with the graphics card, which you didn't even bolt down at the rear. It's just kind of sitting there. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
So that's some sweet camera action you
just
just gave me.
everyone, dude.
Let's get this PCIe cable disconnected, and it literally would just, did you even use screws to like bolt any of this down?
Bolt what down?
Well, at least your motherboard is held in place by some screws.
Oh yeah.
That looks to be about it. What is this? Did you just like, you just stuff these in here right behind this big old fan, which is probably why these fan blades are missing, and just thought, yeah, these aren't gonna snag. Yeah, you see that? That's unacceptable.
Oh, that's good.
Unacceptable. You know, it's great that you get 280 frames on Valorant, but at what cost? At what cost? Oh God. Dude. That was bad. That was so much dust just come up from that thing. That was disgusting. Okay. I really need gloves for this. You've got like stuff growing in here.
Bro, it's just it's just dust. I don't smoke or anything.
It doesn't matter that you don't smoke. There's still plenty of organic material in here. So we've got pretty much everything unplugged now. Just gonna remove these 4 screws. I'm glad you at least used these 4 screws. If you didn't have this motherboard bolted down, we'd have some serious problems. So you had this massive cooler here from Noctua, and you're just like, yep, can't get to that screw. Do you know what CPU you have in here?
3700X?
37. Oh, so it's an AMD rig?
I suspect.
Okay, all right, I want to be very careful here. First off, like, dude, you didn't even have that clipped in. Get this out. Wow, this motherboard is smaller than your CPU cooler. I'm assuming you did that intentionally. And we do have to remove this cooler because, of course, our NZXT-H1 has its own baked-in AIO. Now, I just noticed this motherboard has an LGA cooler mount. You can see a square array of holes in the board. There's usually with AM4, you'll have kind of like a more rectangular shape. So I think we need to use Intel cooler mounting for this AMD platform. That's super weird. So now we're gonna clean this thing up outside because I'm not stupid. This is really gross. Oh yeah. And you can see it looks so much better now. Now this graphics card is from AMD. It is a 5500 XT, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's what you've got here. But for the sake of video editing, which again, I'm hoping you're gonna be doing some of for the channel, I am gonna actually give you an upgrade. I'm gonna swap you over to a 2070 Super probably, just so you can get the CUDA acceleration benefits in Premiere, because that's what we use. You like Premiere, right?
Yeah.
It's a love-hate relationship.
I love it.
All right, so remove this, and then the bottom panel slides off. Forgive me, viewers, I'm not familiar with this case, so taking it apart is just a bit weird. Eventually it'll... The NZXT case comes with a power supply. What am I doing?
But I want to see you peel it.
Okay, fine, I'll peel the freaking... peel. Here we go. You ready? You gonna get an up close shot of this?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, so good.
Oh yeah. You're welcome. Now this needs to be cleaned as well, even though we're not reusing it. So I'm just gonna take care of that for you. You're welcome. Look at that. That's so gross. So I just realized these things here are really the only things we're recycling in the build. Everything else will be replaced, or it already comes included with the H1. Again, the H1 comes with a power supply, an AIO, and of course the case itself. We've got the platform here and the storage drive, and that's it. Actually, the graphics card, of course, I'm giving him that 2070 Super, and he'll have a pretty sweet build here. Okay, so here we go. And, oh, they gave you a white one. You like white cases?
Yes, I do.
This is pretty sweet. And again, this one is a bit larger than the original H1. It does have the upgraded riser cable, of course. Didn't have any issues there. And yeah, I mean, this is essentially half a build. Half of whatever you're gonna need for a PC is already in here, which is why it's a bit more expensive. One of my favorite parts about this case is how easy it is to remove the side panels. Totally toolless, just slides on rails all the way up. And you can see you've got your little, actually this isn't even a little one. This is a 140 mil AIO and your SFX power supply. And then you actually get a small fan included this time. The original H1 didn't have an extra slot for a fan, or an extra mounting bracket for one. So that's nice. You get your riser cable here. and your motherboard will sit on the other side of this tray. So there's a lot packed into this small package. Just a couple screws here, and actually these are captive. I'm not sure if they were captive the first time around, but that's pretty cool. And look at that. It just folds open like an oven. We can remove the block side of the loop. Just be very careful here. And then, yeah, we have relatively unobstructed access to the motherboard tray. Get this piece of styrofoam out. Eventually, there we go. You getting all this, Jeremy?
Yep.
Now, one unique thing about this that you'll have to get used to, Jeremy, is the fact that you'll have to connect all of your cabling from underneath the case. So your cables actually run in from one side, and then they'll connect at the bottom, because this is the bottom of the case. So I'm going to try to finesse this in. I guess I'm just going to come at it from this side. I've already got some of the AIO mounting gear installed. And we do have pre-applied thermal paste. We'll connect the riser cable here and just push down like that. So you want to know if your RAM was good for this build. So you have AMD, higher frequency memory is fine. It's 32 gigs, so 16 gigs per DIMM, 3200 megahertz, 16, 18, 18, that's plenty fine. You could be better than that. Obviously, you could go up to 4000 megahertz before you start seeing like serious diminishing returns, but I don't think it's worth an upgrade. You've got a pretty good kit as is. So with everything, oops, I forgot the pin EPS here. With everything else wired up, I think now we can get the block installed. You see we've got the standoffs already, and we've got pre-applied thermal paste. So this is just gonna sit right on top there. And then we've got these retention screws. And then we'll remove that sticker last, close everything up, and get the graphics card in here. And that's it. It's honestly so simple building in this case because, again, so much of it is already pre-installed. Get this SSD installed. It just slides in, totally toolless, so that's nice. Okay, and I believe that is it. So now we can very carefully fold the AIO back down. Make sure that we aren't snagging cables. It's always kind of, sort of cringy getting it where we need to get it, but I think that there is fine. And then we'll tighten the bracket back down. So let's go get the 2070, shall we? So again, the only reason I'm really giving Jeremy this is because he uses Premiere Pro. His 5500 XT would be fine for some light gaming, but this will help him with video editing. I'm also walking you backwards forcibly because I want you to trip over something. Okay, easy, easy. I don't have workers' comp yet. And she is a beauty. Look at that. Triple fan card. And I'm gonna move it. Is that better? So nice back plate there. Pretty beefy heatsink, a little bit of RGB. But this actually, you're not even going to be able to see too much of it because there's just going to be a grill in front of it. So it doesn't really matter how pretty it looks, but it is pretty. So we'll get this situated here and it just slots in. Nice, that's super easy. You can see we've actually got a bit more space up top and for a wider card as well. So pretty beefy cards can fit in this thing, right? And that's about it. You know, it's not all that difficult. Again, it doesn't take too much time because half of it is already assembled for you. Let's get let's see, we need to slide this on first. I'll show you how easy this is to do. So you get this started. Let's see, make sure all four are in there. All the way down. And then we'll get the back side here connected. Again, it just clips in, totally toolless, just like that. And then the front side here, dark tempered glass. Not the hugest fan of dark tinted glass, but it is what it is. This also clips in, and that's it. Your H1 is fully assembled. It's pretty sweet, right?
Yep.
Just asking you because it's your build. Okay, and with everything plugged in, of course, we need to make sure that it works. And it does. I also noticed that this new H1 doesn't have a power supply switch on the unit itself, so there's no risk of like forgetting that it is off and then wondering why your system doesn't turn on. I think they did that intentionally with this one. I'm just waiting for a post here. I did not check initially to see if your system posted. So, oh, here we go. Okay, it does post. Sweet. And actually, it should boot straight into Windows. I noticed you had that NVMe on the underside of the motherboard. And then, of course, you have the 2.5-inch drive, which I'm assuming is just supplemental storage. So this should just boot straight up. We have the exact same platform we migrated over, so there shouldn't be any need to install new drivers. All right, works. Did you ever doubt me?
I think something's wrong with the NVMe.
You think, like...
I suspect something's wrong.
Maybe there's a virus on it?
I don't know. I think it's broken.
What have you been doing?
Corsair's Xeneon 32QHD 165 is a versatile monitor chock full of leading tech for your gaming and content creating needs. Enjoy a quantum dot, color accurate 32-inch fast IPS display with a blazing fast refresh rate of up to 165 Hz for ultra smooth picture. Couple that with a 1 millisecond response time and you've got yourself a sweet gaming panel. And with its sleek and slim ergonomic profile, which of course doesn't hurt, it's sure to impress on any desk. You can learn more about it by clicking the link below.
So here we are. I think it could maybe use a bit more lighting. It's kind of weird just seeing 3 LEDs. Actually, 2 of them or 3 of them are covered up by this riser cable. So again, it's just one of the reasons why I don't really like dark tinted glass. It's like my only complaint with this, to be honest. But you get plenty of ventilation out the sides and the rear. We just need to tweak fan curves a bit, and this system will be ready to go. I know you said you wanted to put this maybe like beside or behind your monitors so that it's kind of like out of sight. And it should still get decent airflow back there if you keep the fan curves ramped up a bit. So you have that flexibility, and the fact that it has such a small footprint, I think, is one of the biggest selling points of the new H1. So with that, if you guys enjoyed this quick little video, just a quick update and an announcement about having a part-time editor, hopefully this allows us to increase content output. That's kind of my goal with this. And again, you guys, are the reason we're able to do this. So thanks for watching this far into these videos. So leave us comments down below. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. Click the bell notification icon. What other things do I want to just shill for right now? Our Discord, I think we could shill for the Discord server. That's cool. Join that, link below. Social media channels. What else? Do you want to plug anything, Jeremy?
No.
And on that note, we'll get out of here. So thanks again for watching. My name's Greg. Thanks for transplanting a PC with us. Tell them what
No!
Tell them what you just did.
I just unplugged it while it was on.
You just let me explain this, okay? So that you guys in the comments section have something else to rip him about. He just ripped the cable out with the system fully on. Yes. That's exactly what he did. Who's coming in here?
Stop the chaos.
Hello? Hello? Hey! What's up, buddy?
What's up, little Greg?